Alright, welcome back to another Bit Heroes video. You guessed it, today we are going into Flag 4 of Zone 8, and we're going to take on Scuttlez. So, Scuttlez is a pretty RNG fest, RNG heavy endeavor for you. He can attack a random enemy, he can attack a target enemy, so there's no real counterplay to this. Theoretically, if you had redirect runes on a tank, that would be helpful, but you don't, because you're watching this video and you know it. So we're going to roll the dice and try to beat RNG at their own game. I'd also like to add that your chances of getting lucky with a redirect tank are even less because less attacks are going to be going at the tank, so that's less for him to redirect. And since less attacks in total are going towards your tank, you might consider going with a higher damage tank because that means he's going to be taking less hits, and then every little bit of damage that you can put out will help you here. So getting through the dungeon. Here's one of those epic chests. Get a good amount of questions about these. What are they about? These are what the skeleton keys go into. They're not good enough that I would ever justify buying a skeleton key, but the one use they have is if you save them up and you use them when you get into a new zone. It's one of the fastest ways to get new epic items. So you just get into, you're in a new tier, you just got to tier 8, you're still working on getting all your epics. Well, here you go, you can burn a couple keys and get that done easily enough. So they have value there. But again, don't ever spend gems on these. It's just not going to have any value for you. I think it's theoretically possible that you could get a legendary out of one of these chests, or that could just be a legend that people tell newer players, so don't be fooled. Alright, so we are still sneaking through, and there we go. Here is the feature of the show. Just to remind you again, he's got a damage random attack that does a ton of damage and a damage target that he can throw at anybody. They both have 1 SP, and you can actually watch the boss's SP fill up to kind of keep an eye on what they're about to do. Since both attacks for him only take 1 SP, it's not really going to be too much value here, and we're going to go back with the same strategy of throwing out my most damaging attacks and then just throwing potions at my team to keep them going. So I got very lucky. I got a good crit off with my mount. I actually do have a crit accessory, which it's still a blue accessory, but it's a good combination. It's nothing that I would say aim for, just use what you get, but I'm lucky enough to have it, and we see another victory here. So that wraps up another flag. As always, you don't have to clear the entire flag if it is a flag with a specific boss. You just have to kill the boss. So that'll do it for another video, and I will see you in the next one.